My absolute favorite historical time period is ancient Egypt. When I want to learn about a time period, my favorite strategy book-wise is to read nonfiction books at the same time that I read fiction books. When you put the two together, it helps you remember so many of the facts from the nonfiction book. Let's talk about some of the ways I've done this for ancient Egypt. If you're just getting into ancient Egypt, I highly recommend Temples, Tombs, and Hieroglyphs by Barbara Mertz. This is a really fun read because Barbara Mertz puts so much personality into it. She talks about what other historians think at the same time as she reflects on whether she agrees with them or not, which is kind of fun. It makes you realize that history is up to interpretation, and especially ancient history. If you like that, or if you want something a little bit longer and more detailed, I highly recommend The Rise and Fall of Ancient Egypt by Toby Wilkinson. This is kind of a general overview of the entire empire. Once you read your nonfiction, you can go and pick out some fiction to kind of complement it. Here's two historical fiction books that I've read about ancient Egypt that have really helped me remember some of the things I read in the nonfiction books. Both of these books are by Michelle Moran, and I would describe Michelle Moran as like a Philippa Gregory of ancient Egypt. So the two books by Michelle Moran that I have read are Nefertiti and The Heretic Queen. Nefertiti obviously discusses Nefertiti. Nefertiti's husband, Akhenaten, kind of jump-started this like religious revolution in ancient Egypt. He got rid of a bunch of gods and decided there was going to be one god. After he died, the empire decided he was a heretic king and destroyed all of the stuff he created. It's kind of this dark period in Egypt's history. This is told from the perspective of Nefertiti's younger sister, which is also a really cool way of telling the story. The Heretic Queen is about Nefertari, who was married to Ramesses II. Ramesses II is one of Egypt's most famous pharaohs. He ruled during a golden age of ancient Egypt, and he also built a ton of things. Nefertari is famous because her tomb, where she was buried, is one of the most well-preserved tombs in the Valley of the Kings. You should go look up a picture of it. It's absolutely incredible. It's like my dream to go visit it. I thought this was a really cool look at ancient Egypt's golden age. In general, I've had a really hard time finding good historical fiction about ancient Egypt, so if you have recommendations, please tell me, or somebody go write one for me, please, because I really feel like there's a lack here.